Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Sammy Ketchum, and welcome back to Sammy Ketchum TCG. Today, we are going to be taking a look at an Ice Rider Clayrex Clayrex deck profile. That's right, Ice Rider Clayrex deck profile. I've been saying Calyrex for the longest time, and that is so wrong. But it's Clayrex. So, yeah, we're gonna take a look at this deck profile. So I have a deck based on him that I've been testing out. That's going really, really well. Let me go ahead and say this. Before I put this deck together, I had a Clayrex Chincino deck that I put together. That deck was based on a Japanese list that I basically kind of like sort of copied and pasted from, and made little twerks on it. It was okay, but then I was watching a couple of channels and watching Omnipoke. I was watching Omnipoke. Shout outs to Omnipoke, and he was testing Clayrex with the Inteleon lines, and I thought that was interesting. I thought it was interesting. Asked them about it, whether they thought Inteleon or whether Chincino was better. They said Inteleon was better, so I was like, okay, let's try with Inteleon. So I did. And I love Inteleon. I love the Inteleon lines with Clayrex. So yeah, it is really, really good, very solid. So we are going to jump into this deck profile. Shouts out to Omnipoke for helping us out with finding out this. Okay. We have ourselves 3 copies of Ice Rider Clayrex. All right. It has, 320? Yeah, 320 HP. All right. It has 2 retreat costs. All right. And it's weak to metal, which is kind of bad because it's weak to Zacian V. So Zacian V can one-shot this. If you guys still want to play with Zacian V. It has 2 attacks. The first attack has a base damage of 10. Alright. And it does 30 damage. And it does 30 more damage for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So that's not too bad. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So basically, it could cap at 160. So that's not bad, right? All right. Then the next attack is where we're at right here. All right. Is it 2 water energy? Yeah, 2 water energy. All right. It's 10 damage base. You can discard up to 2 water energies from this Pokemon. This attack does 120 damage for each one you discard. So if you discard 1, that's 120. If you discard 2, that is 240 plus the 10, which would be 250. So this could do up to 250 damage. I mean, if your opponent's Pokemon is like a small Pokemon, you can knock it out with 1 energy and just take 1 energy off. Or if you need to, or if they're a big Pokemon, you want to do the whole 250, go ahead and do the whole 250. You know. So that is pretty decent. You're two-shotting Vmaxes. You're doing big damage. You know. You're one-shotting Vs. What's not to like about them? Three copies of Ice Rider Clayrex V. Alright. It has, what, 210 HP. Alright. Its first attack, it does 40. Meh. Second attack does 200 damage. And you discard 2 energy cards from this Pokemon. So 200 damage, discard 2. It's this, well, you're discarding your energies basically for a reason. I mean, you are discarding your energies, but there's a way you could get your energies back, and we're gonna go through that when we get there. So you can get your energies back even though you're discarding them. Alright, here is the support Pokemon. We've got 2 different types of Inteleons in here. Alright, so this first one is the Inteleon. I forgot where this Inteleon's from, but this is one of the older Inteleons. Alright. It has the Shady Dealings ability. The Shady Dealings ability. I guess because it's shady. Alright. What this does is that when you go to evolve your Pokemon with this guy, when you go to evolve your Drizzle, alright, this lets you search your deck for 2 trainer cards and add them to your hand. 2 trainer cards. Now, that could be anything. That could be a supporter, that could be an item, that could be a Pokemon tool, what have you. So, you could get up to 2 trainers, and that is very, very good. This helps you set up so much with your turns. You could get an Evolution Incense, you could get, like, the Water Welder, the Melody, whatever. Anything. You can get a boss's orders with this. Yes, this will search out boss's orders. Because, yes, it's a supporter, but it's a trainer first. So, that's very good. Then we have the new Rapid Strike Inteleon. Alright? The new Rapid Strike Inteleon. It's in here for its ability. Alright? And what this ability does is that once during your turn, you may place 2 damage counters on your Pokemon. You may place 2 damage counters on your Pokemon. So if you need to fix the numbers or fix your math a little bit to maybe get KOs, this will help you do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a little bit more damage. Just, okay, I'll just ping your Pokemon, kind of like, you know, put 2 damage counters on them. You know, maybe fix the damage for later or something like that. You know. But that's what those are in there for. Alright. Have ourselves 4 copies of the Drizzle. Alright. This is the regular Drizzle from the same set as the regular Inteleon is from. Alright. It has the ability, what's his ability called? Oh, it's Shady Dealings too. It's a little Shady Dealings. Alright. Its ability when you evolve your Sobble, that you search your deck for an item card, not an item card, but a trainer card, and add it to your hand. So basically, it's just a smaller version of the bigger version. Search your deck for a trainer card. So you could get like a level ball, evolution incense, a supporter, boss's orders, whatever. So this will help you set up even more. All right. All right, 4 copies of the Rapid Strike Sabo. This is from the new set Chilling Reign. All right. It has, what is it, 50 HP? No, 60 HP. 60 HP. I really like its first attack if you want to use its first attack. Search your deck for up to 3 Rapid Strike Pokemon and put them onto your bench. I don't think you would really want to use that in this deck, but it's a good attack for Rapid Strike decks. Alright, the second attack, you flip 2 coins, and this does 20 damage times the heads you flip. It's really bad, it's really terrible. But yeah, that's the Sabo. It's just in here just to be a Sabo. Alright, and then 1 copy of the Gen GX. Play it from your hand, discard your hand, and draw 6 cards. Very good. Alright. I got some Clayrex music going on in the background. I try to have music that kind of goes along with the theme of the deck, you know. 3 copies of Melody. All right, this is a new supporter from that's going to be in Chilling Reign, or that's in Silver Lance, I guess. And what Melody does, it basically lets you attach a water energy from your discard pile to your water Pokemon, and you get to draw 3 cards. So this is a water welder. Water welder, or as a lot of people will say, wet welder. It's kind of bad. Wet welder, WAP. Whap, whap, whap. Oh my god! But yeah, Melody is very good, and this is how we're going to keep getting our Ice Rider Clayrex powered up. After you've discarded the energies, you can basically just attach them from the discard pile, draw 3 cards, and then attach them for the turn, and then you're off to the races. So this is how we're going to do that. Two copies of Professor's Research. Discard your hand, draw 7. 2 copies of Marnie. Both players shuffle their hands, put them on the bottom of their deck, and you draw the top 5, your opponent draws 4. So a little bit of disruption, a little bit of good draw. Three Boss's Orders. Switch your opponent's active or something from their bench. Very good for gussing them up and knocking them out. Four copies of Quick Ball. Discard a card from your hand and search for a basic Pokemon. Add it to your hand. Four copies of Evolution Incense. Search your deck for Evolution Pokemon. Add it to your hand. To help you find your Sabos, but your Evolutions, your Ice Rider Clayrex Vmax, things of that nature. 4 copies of Level Ball. This can also help you find your Sabos and your Evolution Chain, your Drizzles, things like that. So 4 copies of Level Ball. Search your deck for a card that's like 90 HP or lower. 90 HP or lower. Anything 90 HP or lower, you can search it out with this. All right, 3 copies of Switch. Switch are active on something from your bench, self-explanatory. 2 copies of Capricious Bucket. Search your deck for up to 2 water energies, add them to your hand. Very good for finding your water energies. 2 copies of Air Balloon. You attach this to something like your Ice Rider Clayrex, and they get free retreat because their retreat cost is 2. So 1 copy of Great Catcher, because we're still using GXs in this format, and this will basically bring up one of your opponent's bench GX Pokemon. Discard 2 cards to do it though. Three copies of Path to the Peak. Alright? This is a very cold stadium. Alright? Any Pokemon with a rule box will not get their abilities. Will not activate their abilities. So this basically goes directly against Shadow Rider Clayrex. Not just Shadow Rider Clayrex, but anybody who goes to play a Dedenne after this is down, or anybody who plays a Crobat after this is down, or anything with a rule box that tries to play their ability, they will not get it off because of this. So either you have to have another stadium to knock this out, or a Mars Shadow, or have a Chaotic Swell already in play. Because if you have the Chaotic Swell in play and then you play this, then the Chaotic Swell will both knock this and that out as well. So, right now. And then we have 8 water energies. 8 water energies for your Pokemon. Alright, well, for your Clayrex, because you only really have 1 attacker in this deck, and it's Clayrex. I am going to do the layout like I did last time, and show you guys the deck. You guys can copy and paste it or whatever, and you could get ideas from it, things like that. I will be back in a second, guys. Alright, guys, we are back, and this is the layout for the deck. If you guys can see that. Alright, got everything kind of uniform for you. Alright, take a screenshot. If you want to use this, go ahead and, use this for your play testing. It's been working really well for me when I've been playing against certain decks and things like that. So this is very decent. This deck is basically I kind of guesstimated from Omnipoke's list when they were playing against their decks on their channel. So I guesstimated and kind of took apart my Clayrex Chincino deck and kind of made it from there. So take what you will from that. But yeah, if you guys like stuff like this, make sure you like, always comment and subscribe. Alright, and until next time, mischief managed.